Yeah. We got some new Inpatient that we're fixing to jump into, and these boys is 4 for 4. Shout out to Chris Webby. Shout out to Ren, man. All the love, all the respect. These guys are tearing it up in terms of independence and in terms of just artistic ability. I'm loving everything that they've been putting out. To me, so far, they haven't really topped that first one, but everything's been great. That first one being like the rap version of Devil Went Down to Georgia. I can't remember the name of it, but y'all know what it is. That song was amazing. I love that song. I loved that reaction, genuine first time reaction. We're fixing to do the same type of reaction here. First time, never heard it. The only thing that I have heard is somebody posted a video of Webby performing a piece of this song, and the only reason I even remember that is because I was thinking to myself, Webby's little thing is the spider web, and the name of the song matched that spider web. So like I'm putting 2 and 2 together there. And in that live, I believe that's where I heard he said that Tarantula was his favorite song on this album. So I'm stoked to hear this. I really am, man. If he likes this better than that first one, I'm stoked to hear it. But I also want to say a lot of you guys probably missed it because it was a members only reaction, but Caskets was so good, man. It just took me to an emotional place that I felt like was, I felt like that was a great members only video. So I made it members only. Got to benefit my members in some way, shape, or form. But you get lots of benefits when you become a member. So that sounds like something you're interested in. I think my starting tier is like $2.99. You get the Discord link. You get to talk to me every day. You get to have an input and have a say on the different things that we do on the channel. It really is awesome, man. And I love my Discord. Those people are family at this point. So I would love for you to become a part of that. If you want to, click that join button. Yeah, man, I'm ready to get into this. If y'all are ready to get into it, let's do it. But before we do, I need you to take 2 seconds if you're not going to join, and I still need you to hit that subscribe button and that like button for me, man. It really does help the channel grow. Right now, I'm chasing 20,000, and I can't wait to celebrate that. You can really help me just by clicking them 2 buttons. I would appreciate it so much. Thank y'all. And without further ado, let's get into this. Is Chris Webby Ren, aka Inpatient, and the name of the song is Tarantula. I don't know if any of you guys used to listen to Mystical back in the day, but Mystical had a song called Tarantula. It was pretty crazy too. So big ups. Well, not big ups. He's a POS. But let's get into it. Yes, sir.
Tarantula, gang, right from the stereo. Gargantuan, goddamn fit for a burial. A cannula from my wrist, sick material. A chronically ill, sound for your area. I just let go, there's a crack in my design. Woo! Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all for 1 minute. Ren is a great rapper, but this bag of him singing like this, the melodic aspect to Ren, to me, takes the W. I think that he is an amazing talent when it comes to singing and when it comes to being or creating melody, right? But he writes like a rapper. So his rhyme form, even when he's singing, is hard to me. Like, what did he say right here? Fit for a burial, a cannula from my wrist, sick material. All that's just dope to me, man. Dope words to put in a melodic form, you know?
From my wrist, sick material. A chronically ill, sound for your area. I just let go, there's a crack in my design. Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind. There's no safety, there's no rest, there's no sleep for the dead. And I hate these side effects that get left by the man.
I love Ren, bro. I just love Ren. Everything that he says, I'm holding on to, man. Like,
sleep for the dead.
I'm a cracked individual, bro. Like something is imperfect about me. I look like I'm assuming already. Maybe I shouldn't. You know what assuming does, but I'm assuming that he is tying Tarantula into that by like, look at me. I look like a complete freak of nature, but there's something about me that you can't take your eyes off of me. Yes, I'm cracked. I'm imperfect, and I hate the side effects that get left by these meds. And I know that I'm a little bit crazy, but I would rather be off the meds. And I I just really appreciate that there's a smidge of psycho between these two guys, and it's just the right amount. It's just the right amount. It's not too much. It's just enough. I love these guys. I love them together. I love the music that they make. I can already tell that I'm gonna like this.
I got the devil on my shoulder,
Come on, Webby.
and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure, and I might crash.
Yeah. Shout out to Webby. Webby doing the melodic thing too. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Composure, and I might crash. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
and my identity is
stuck inside this white room I painted black.
See, man, just the right amount of psycho. My persona is stuck inside this white room that I have painted black. And y'all know that the white padded rooms, that's where they put the crazies of the world, the psychos. And he's saying that like he's been there for so long, he decided to put a new paint job on it, and now it's black. Now it's whatever he wants it to be. I mean, if you want me to be honest, I actually feel like that could mean a few things, right? Like I've been in this white padded room for so long in my mind, people telling me that I'm crazy for so long that at this point I painted it black just so I don't have to feel crazy anymore. Or you can look at it like I got sick of looking at the light and I wanted to darken it out, or however you want to see that. That's the genius of it to me, is because it will extend a relatability thread to you in some way, shape, or form. If you are a Ren and Webby fan, you will find yourself singing that part, feeling it. And I think that's the genius of these two, is they're incredible writers. Ren is incredible with the melodic sing. He's an incredible rapper too, but Webby's bars just hit so hard. Like, and there's something about the both of them that's intriguing because they're bringing out the best in each other. I feel like, it's incredible.
Tarantula, bang bang, contractor muscular. I'm venomous, bring fangs right to your jugular. Cutting your brains on the rug and your blood on the comforter. Part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. I like that. Part of me is Peter Parker. I figured like Webby, Chris Webby with the spider emoji, you gotta tie in Spider-Man in some way, shape, or form, right? Part of me is Peter Parker, that's Marvel, but the other part of me busts these things like the Punisher, which is also Marvel. And for those of you that don't know, the Punisher is a bad boy, and he does not play by the rules. And he's crazy. He's just the right amount of psycho. He wants what's best for society, but he's willing to take it to extreme levels in order to get there. And I feel like that's Webby. That's Webby as a rapper. So yeah, this is dope. I'm liking this so far, man. I do. Probably, I still don't know if I could say I like this better than the first song that they dropped. That one was just so special. But this is dope too. I really like this. Is probably second place.
The comforter, part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. I'm a rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web. Then I wrap them up like a package for raptor words in the shed. I'm carnivorous in the blood of these rappers, is how I'm fed. To live a death like Dexter, dark as the passenger in my head. And they know.
Yeah, shout out to Dexter, bro. And he had this level of psycho with him. He called him the dark passenger. That was like the dark side of him that was always trying to come out to the top, and Dexter would have to find ways to kind of level it out and push him to, and he would just let that dark passenger loose once every blue moon by taking out somebody. Same thing as the Punisher, like going to a little more crazy than the Punisher, but like he was a serial iller, and he took it to extreme levels by taking out pieces of trash from society. So he had a code about it where it was like, I'll only get rid of people that do people really, really wrong, like real pieces of trash that the police department can't find, other aerial illers, and um, yeah, yeah, you know what I mean. So tying yourself into like Dexter and the Punisher, I think is really dope. And I love the spider metaphor here, or the tarantula metaphor rather, where it's like he's talking about, he is the tarantula of the rap game basically, and he will rap these other rappers in web, leave them in the shed, come back for them later, and suck their blood out. And I love that. I love this. Just the right amount of psycho, like I said.
Them up like a package for afterwards in the shed. I'm carnivorous in the blood of these rappers is how I'm fed. To live a death like Dexter, dark as the passenger in my head. And they know I'm a killer on the low, patient 00, fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited, I only stop when I gotta reload. I'm 20 below and the blood in me frozen. I painted this room only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black, it was dark as my soul. So fuck it.
All right, talking about painting that black twice is an insinuation that this is something that's actually on his mind, something that he actually wanted to pin out. So let's go back a little bit right here. I just want to hear how he ties this.
Patient 00, fuck a cheat code. My ammo's unlimited, I only stop when I gotta reload. I'm 20 below and the blood in me frozen. I painted this room only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black, it was dark as my soul. So fuck it, let's go. I got the devil on my shoulder.
Yeah, I had to paint it black, man. I had to paint it black. I had to make it match something. I had to feel a resemblance. I felt like I was I feel like I was unwanted where I was. I feel like I was uncomfortable. I had to make myself a little bit more comfortable. So yeah, I painted these white walls black to match, the color of my soul, the darkness that's inside of me. Even though I still feel like Webby's initial intent is for good. It's for the greater good. He just has an unorthodox, crazy, illicit way to get there, just like Dexter and the Punisher. Shout out to Webby. What a great verse. What a great verse. It's a lot to talk about.
And the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure and I might crack. And so they say.
And you hear the flow, like the way he says, like, and I might crack. Cracking it and good. You know what I mean? But he makes it sound like he's totally okay with it. He's totally okay if he ends up to that extreme. If he ends up cracking, I'm good with it. I'm cool. I belong there. I feel comfortable when I'm cracked, when I'm broken. This is a great song.
They're my persona.
Has a tendency to
Come so undone that.
and my identity is
Stuck inside this white room, I painted black.
Great tempo switch, man.
Whoa, back to back, you can't catch that flow. Counteract the punch, price that blow. Chiropractic, bass, snapping, fat base, gymnastic, mash it up, massive, bro. Casual, this shit easy, G. Ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to be the best, need the best to test me. Watch me rise up victoriously. Yeah, we back on that loose again. Representing that loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win when that spider bike right.
Webby's going crazy, bro. Yeah, we back on that loose again. What did he say? Representing that loony bin.
Back on that loose again, representing that loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win when that spider bite go right through the skin. Then I'm hit when I strike the bang, get a monster locked up.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of Marvel flips here, like pulling Venom into this as well. This is dope. Webby went crazy on this record. Shout out to Ren. Ren did too. That was incredible rapping skill. I love the melodic tone at the beginning of the record. It really sets the tone. It's a great intro. But I feel like Webby came out of his body on, Webby came out of his body on this record, bro. It's really good.
If I lose or win when that spider bite go right through the skin. Then I'm hit when I strike the bang, get a monster locked up inside my brain. And wrestle with them's like fighting Bane, but I know that part of me likes the pain. Like,
Man, just mixing in DC too. Let's pull Bane in. We done talked about all the heroes in Marvel, bro. Let's go ahead and start pulling in some from DC too, man.
Masochist, spider biting, antagonist, biting, sighting, paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen, striking deep in the artery. Peter Parker, but darker, see black and bruise on the mark I leave. Ran
Peter Parker, but darker. See, I feel like with Ren too, when he does his syllable rhyme schemes, it's just fire, bro. I don't know, man. It's just fire. You know what I mean? It's just fire.
the kiss, spider biting, antagonist, biting, sighting, paralysis, vital signs of a
Inciting paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen.
pathogen, striking deep in the artery. Peter
Striking deep in the artery. Peter Parker, but darker. See, that's hard, dog. Let's go, Ren.
Parker, but darker, see black and bruise on the mark I leave. Random web is the thread you see. Got time to kill, murder on my mind. I'll give your spine a chill.
And I like how they're both going back and forth with like the spider bars and with like Spider-Man, Venom, the Punisher. You've heard all of these comic book references. But I love how Ren just kind of threw Webby into that mix of we're making a song called Tarantula. Let's talk about Spider-Man. Let's tie in Marvel to that, then tie in like the villains to Marvel, a little villain to DC, and then throwing Webby into it. That's hard, bro. That's hard. I like this.
Show up in Silent Hill, bumping twisted metal behind the wheel. We pose.
Show up in Silent Hill, bumping twisted metal behind the wheel, throwing an ode to the old school video games.
Breath, pulling you under, hope you can hold your breath and kill them all until there's no one left. Tarantula.
That was fun. That was a blast. I have a reaction to that Bambi song too, man. They went crazy. No, that was a blast. That's super fun. I love reactions like that because there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to discuss. There's a lot of bars. There's a lot, and it's just heavy on replay value because for some reason, let me know if you agree with this in the comments, okay? If you're still here and you're still watching, let me know if you agree with me on this in the comments. There's something about us as humans and as fans that enjoys a good bad guy, like a good psychopath. Like, because I think we feel a little bit of relatability in that because we all feel like we're going crazy. We all feel like we're 1 inch away from just losing our morale and losing who we are and just throwing ourselves to the wolves. But I feel like when they showcase that they have thrown themselves to the wolves, so to speak, but they still have good in them, it's just something that we hold on to and we feel a relatability thread to and that we love and that we admire and even respect. And I think that these two guys specifically are so good at that nobody else in the game is touching them right now in terms of independent, in terms of do it yourself, in terms of relatability. Right now, this year, I got Ren, Webby, Prof. I haven't heard nothing from Adam. I haven't heard nothing from Tom. I need these guys to come out with some new music so I can say the same type of greatness about them. But I appreciate this, especially doing what I do, right? I make music reactions and I get paid to do it. So I'm thankful that these do-it-yourself rappers and independents are out here really, really messing the game up right now. But more so than that, they're giving us a relatability thread. We don't need to talk about politics. We don't need to talk about the division that's going on in the countries or like just the different divisions happening between these different groups of people. It doesn't even have to be political. It could be religion. It could be anything. Like I'm a Christian and I see so many Christians having this crazy divide with liberals, and that's not what we're called to do. And it's upsetting. So they're giving you like this breakaway of like, we all feel like we're going crazy, but how about we not throw all this shade and attack on the people of the opposite side? Like, we don't have to do that. We can still promote unity. And you know how we can unify? By talking about how crazy we're all getting, how nuts we are, and how we can still be good even with all this nuts and crazy that's packed into our system after all of these years of nuts and crazy things happening. I love that. And I think that that's where my relatability thread thrives. And I feel like you kind of got to be a hip hop head to really, or just like a music lover to really feel it in that way. But that's how I feel it. And I felt it on every record that they put out since that first one. So I got to say, this album that they're about to put out is about to flamethrow, bro. And I guess that they're going to make, they're leading up to the album with all of these singles. But when this album drops, I'm buying it, right? Because I support my do-it-yourself independent artists. So I will be buying this album and I will be playing it all the time, man, because I love both of them. If I can be truthful with you guys without pissing y'all off, I love both of them. But in terms of replayable content, replay value, it's difficult to listen to Ren over and over and over and over again. It's difficult to listen to Webby over and over and over again. But when they come together, this is something that I feel like I could listen to consistently. It's like why they made groups to begin with, because where one lacks, another picks up. And whenever you get sick of hearing that one, this one comes in with some melodic tone. And it's just like a different energy. And these guys complement each other so well. I hope y'all don't take that as a diss, man, because I'm saying nothing but great things about Webby and Ren. But yeah, I like hearing them together more than I like hearing them separate. I do. They motivate each other. They bring their A game. They push each other's pins, and it's just it's greatness versus really good. You know, High Ren is great. It's amazing. The Raw Thought series, that's great. But like the in-betweens that they do sometimes, it's like, yeah, that's really good. I like this. I admire it. I can see it and appreciate it. And I love the art. Am I going to be riding around playing this all the time? Probably not. But when they come together, it's just pure greatness. And this is all music that I can play whenever, wherever, however. That's what I appreciate about this is the replay value. And I talk all the time on my channel about how replay value stems from relatability. If you relate to the record, you will replay it. And I think that that's where this comes from, man. It's just relatable music that we want to replay and we want to hear more of, and we can't wait to see what's next. Shout out to Win and Rebby. This is amazing. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all for letting me make my videos. I don't know why I keep slapping my hand. That's probably annoying on the receiving end of this. So I appreciate Win and Rebby. Ren and Webby for allowing us as reactors to monetize off of this content. And, you know, I just can't say enough how I appreciate the do-it-yourself / independent rappers that are out here, man. It's been so fun reacting to all of this music. And I just really appreciate these guys and the A game that they bring in their passion and their unwillingness to break away from their passion in hip hop. Because I have a passion in hip hop. I'm very passionate about hip hop music. And they don't try to divide. They just bring their A game, relatable content, and here we are talking about them every 2 weeks. Shout out to the guys, man. This was incredible. I loved it. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe on your way out the door. If you're feeling real froggy, join, become a member. And well, as soon as I see new memberships, I'll post the Discord link under a members only post. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Peace.